And now I'm zooming to a beautiful area of the Western Cape. I'm zooming to the Overberg, to Gansbaai, to see Michael Lutzeyer, an old friend. Well, when I say old, you know what I mean. An old friend who runs and owns Grootbos Private Nature Reserve. Michael, how are you?
I'm well, Niels. Thank you for inviting me. It's a great honor to be able to discuss the topic that you've given me today on sustainability and conservation, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, I mean, there aren't many people that I would know who know as much about the subject matter as you do, Michael. But give us a little bit of a short synopsis of what does Grootbos Private Nature Reserve, what do you guys do, and what is it?
Yes, Niels, we're a private nature reserve 2 hours from Cape Town, and we base everything we do on the 4 C's, which is community, culture, conservation, and commerce. But before we go into this, I'd just like to tell you a little bit about myself, because the question often is asked, why do you do this, Michael? And
I haven't asked that question.
Oh, sorry. I thought maybe you won't ask the question. Okay, I leave it in your hands.
No, I will ask the question, but I first want to know a little bit. I mean, you're 2 hours away, but what is Grootbos? Is it a hotel? Is it a tent? Is it what do you guys do? Because I know it and I love it, and my girls love it, but you know, many people still don't know it.
Okay, it's a private nature reserve on the hills here overlooking Walker Bay. And we have 5-star lodge. We have 2 lodges. We have the garden lodge and the forest lodge. One has 11 rooms. One has 16 little villas. And we employ 175 staff. We specialize on food, on whale watching, and especially on flower safari, something totally unique.
Now we know a lot more about it, but let's go now into the sustainability aspect. And you know, private nature reserve, nature already says it. I also know, having been there and having seen some of them, I think you got 26 plant species that were found on your farm, on the reserve. Is that true?
Now, I think we have to put it a little bit different. We are at 870 species on Grootbos, of which 7 are endemic. That means they grow nowhere else in the world. They're endemic to Grootbos, and 113 red data species.
Amazing. As I said, I've been there a few times and I'm longing to go again. Michael, sustainability, conservation, doing the right thing. You started this how many years ago, Grootbos?
We purchased Grootbos in 1991. 1991.
We met shortly after that, if I remember correctly. And what got you into this thing of saying we want to do things sustainably? We want to, you know, do the right thing. What got you into that, and how do you practice this now? I mean, I think the staff ratio already, you know, tells us a little bit about it. When you look at 16 plus 11, you know, and you got 170 odd staff, you know, that already tells me something. But let us know what got you into sustainability, and why did it make sense to you at the time?
I'd like to go back a little bit, Niels. I was born in South Africa in 1952. And my mother and my father both came from Germany. Having just come out of the Second World War, Mommy was very much politically involved, and she was also a part of the Black Sash, which was a women's movement in South Africa. So we grew up very politically minded, and very much more the equality of people, the fairness of people, and treating everyone with due respect. And when I had the opportunity of starting Grootbos in 1997, we bought it in 91, but started the hotel in 1997. I never forgot where we came from and how privileged we were. And so in 2003, we started the Grootbos Foundation. And we started the Grootbos Foundation in the beginning by involving the community. We started a gardening school, and going back, we started documenting plants since 1997. So In 1997, we started documenting plants. And then we said in 2003, why aren't we teaching our South Africans about gardening? And so we started a gardening school, which is a school where people learn about gardening for 1 year, which is accredited. And these people normally come, or our students come out of the township, they are unemployed, and we supported them by starting the school, which was totally free of charge. And amazingly, it's been a great success. It was opened by Kada Asmal, and the school is still going today. So we are now...
That's Green Futures.
Yes. And it's 19 years later, and we're still going.
Now that's amazing. Michael, the aspect of sustainability and sustainable travel, authenticity, green, there are many things that have been thrown around for a number of years now. You and again, having been to your place and knowing you, you engage with guests. Do you find that people are beyond Grootbos now? But I mean, in general, are they starting to make choices a lot more based on how sustainable the hotels, the lodges they go to are? Or is it still a very small percentage? Because there are people who want us to believe that we can carry on the way we are because people will still be coming as long as the venue is nice, as long as the location is great. Or are people making more concerned and more conscious choices nowadays?
It's a very difficult question that you're asking us, or asking me. I feel it's not there where I would like it to be, but I definitely sense there is a movement. There is a movement towards the sustainability when I talk about sustainability, that the guest, the tourist, wants to go to places where he feels they are looking after the planet, where he feels they are looking after the community, and where he feels he's giving something back. So I think places like Grootbos also educate the clients a lot while they're here, and they make them great ambassadors for the future. But to answer that question direct, I don't think we're quite there yet. I can almost compare it with the electric car. I don't think everyone's rushing out to buy an electric car now, but slowly it's going into that movement. And especially with the young people today, with COVID, I don't quite know how COVID is going to change our perception, but we have learned something. We've learned to become closer to our families. We care more about people. We care more where our products are coming from. We've had time to reflect. And I think that will, in the next decade, definitely be a big feature where people go to. The more it's publicized, the more you do. I think definitely that in 10 years' time, you will not be able to run a very successful enterprise in the tourism industry if you're definitely not giving back and adhering to the rules and not regulations, but that you also set yourself, and that we all want to be in this planet today is caring about the planet, caring about the children, and caring about the grandchildren from tomorrow.
Yeah, as you say, and look, you stopped short of regulations, but I think regulations are going there because countries have got their climate targets and whatever. Because there's also, I mean, and climate change and protecting the environment is certainly a very big part of the sustainability initiatives. And clever building, green building, or whatever, are all aspects of that are still, I think, in many countries not yet pushed hard enough, even though they make a lot of sense in the long run. But being a bit more practical for maybe some of our listeners, what would you say are the easy wins or the tips, the recommendations where you can say these are items that you have implemented over the years and you've seen them, be it in your amenities, which I personally love. They are green, they are beautiful, they are local. What other aspects are there where you say they're easy wins that people can implement in order to get closer to a sustainable environment? That's business, really.
Niels, we go one step further that I think is the most important, and that is involving the community. We all can buy amenities and have amenities made. We can all have towels and we only wash them once a week, or change bed linen or anything. But what makes the enterprise, a hotel, a lodge, a bed and breakfast really work? It is the feeling, it is what is happening inside, and it's the people. And especially in the tourism industry, we often don't have very high specialized people. We take people from the communities. It's quite easy to teach a dishwasher or a housekeeper and a service and a waitress, but that is where your biggest asset is. And these people usually come from our communities. And we must never forget that the guest, who has plenty of time while he's in your hotel, is to talk to the staff. How are we looking after them? Are we supporting them that they can send their kids to early learning centers? Are we teaching them English? Are we giving them the support of growing within the hotel? Are they understanding, and this is very interesting, are they understanding where we are going to? Why towels should only be washed? I'm just saying, not while the guest is there. Why are we using amenities? Why are we buying local? Why aren't we buying, in our case, from Cape Town, but have a 50-kilometer radius where we purchase our goods if we can? That is to look after the environment. It doesn't help that we do it, but our staff have no idea.
Yeah.
And that is your biggest asset, because unless the entire team in your enterprise believes in it, and that is from the person that is manning the gate when your guest comes in, right through to your GM, if we all believe in the same story, in the same sustainability, this is what the guest feels. This is what makes him alive. This is where he realizes, wow, I'm in a place that really believes in sustainable and takes everyone with on the trip to the future. That is sustainability, and not sustainability whether I have solar. Of course, that's sustainability. We should have solar, but that's what we can purchase. The rest is to educate our staff that are with us. That is real sustainability.
And to make sure that they take that back into the communities and start living it there.
Correct.
Absolutely. Michael, I wish we could talk for much, much longer, but our time unfortunately is gone. I wish you well. I hope to see you very, very soon. Please send my regards to everybody over there at Grootbos. It's been very inspirational. Thank you so much for doing this. Thanks for agreeing to spend the time with me, and be well. And I hope that you managed to come through this unfortunately too long-lasting crisis and manage to come out properly on the other end. It will be near. It will be near.
Thank you, Niels. Thank you very much.
Be good.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.